us, I didn't mind. If it's your first time tuning in, I'm your host Jace. With me, I got a special guest, the one and only DJ Great.
For sure, man. Thanks for having me, bro. I'm glad you reached out to me, bro.
Come on, bro. Thanks for coming through. I definitely appreciate it. How you feeling today?
Man, it's hot as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like 101 right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, I'm already knowing. I had work this morning. It was like 83 already. I'm like,
in the morning, it's hot in the morning. You know it's dangerous.
So, stay out, stay inside. If you outside, go to a pool, lake, whatever, shoot. But let's start off, with your upbringing, your early years,
Yeah, so freshman year, usually through my undergrad years, I really wasn't DJing. I DJed a couple times my freshman year, but it wasn't I wouldn't say it was for real. It was just on some skipping. Freshmen, we was trying to have fun and stuff. And I ain't had the turntables and all that. I had a straight computer, and I had someone introduced me to Virtual DJ. So it's like a DJing app, but you can actually DJ on there. It's like virtual turntables, all types of stuff.
You can mix some stuff, master.
Yeah, so I was doing that, but people who were really around me know I was on the computer. I had sound stuff. I was kind of DJing, but I wasn't for real how I am now. But
yeah,
people know I kind of had a slight talent for it. But I started taking it more serious now. So,
what was your motivation for DJing?
Personally, I think I like music, but I always thought I had a knack for playing the song at the right time, just stuff everybody like. Everybody trying to have fun, so it's kind of cool just playing music and everybody just
vibe with it.
Yeah, vibing at the same time. So it's definitely something I'm taking serious now.
Do you personally have any relationships or connections with DJs?
I'm starting to. I actually looked at DJ Master Ground. I don't know if you know him.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at him like a mentor. He kind of helped me out. Kind of showed me a couple things. He even offered to for me to come over. He can show me some tips and stuff like that. So that's one person I kind of looked up to. But I think for the most part, I actually taught myself. I was looking at videos on YouTube. I eventually bought a turntable, so I was playing around with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for the most part, I actually taught myself. But as far as relationship with DJs, I think it's getting there.
Okay.
Trying to reach out to people, see how they do things. So
yeah,
sure.
How'd you come up with the name DJ Great?
DJ Great. So freshman, I used to call myself the Great. I don't know why. It was just on
that was your Twitter handle or something. Right?
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why I call myself the Great. It was just on some funny stuff. But
I get
you. DJ Great kind of it kind of stick, kind of pop out. So I thought it would be a good name.
Shoot, we come from the city of Chicago, and there have been definitely some great DJs that have come through the city. Do you look up to any of them as inspiration?
I haven't really paid attention to nobody. I know I look at somebody like Camo.
Yeah.
Kind of what he doing now, doing clubs and stuff.
Yeah, shout out Camo.
Yeah, and he was DJing, when we was freshmen and stuff, he was like the DJ then.
Yeah.
So I kind of see how his approach was. Not even just a DJ, but he had a brand too.
Yeah.
So I look at stuff like that. So I for sure be looking at stuff like that.
Yeah, because you starting to go crazy with your branding. You got the hoodie.
Yeah, I got actually t-shirts coming out soon. I just came out with a logo. I got limited t-shirts coming soon. I'll let y'all guys know when they drop. Yeah, man, it's a process, but it's all working out.
Yeah, I definitely already know where you coming from. What are your thoughts on investing in yourself as an up and coming DJ?
Man, like I said, I started DJing for real in January, and
just past January.
Yeah, and when I started taking the most serious, because the first party I did was pretty nasty. So it's crazy because I actually tried to DJ the Ritz. The first time I tried to go on the Ritz and DJ, I didn't even have a turntable. He was like, "You need a turntable now." Yeah. And so I'm looking I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, I think I could just play it off my computer. I'll be good. But nah, a turntable actually mean a lot. So I actually had bought that. I bought my turntable for $200. It was the display, so I kind of got a deal on it.
Mm-hmm.
I bought both my speakers $250 a piece. I bought stands for them. All cords, you gotta buy all types of cords and stuff like that. So it's I really invested in myself. I can say I bought all the necessary equipment, and it's kind of working out. You know, when you DJ in advance, you know, maybe you getting paid to do it, so you making that money back. So it's kind of like it's cool though.
That's definitely true. I feel like for anybody that's trying to be a creator, you just gonna have to like take it on the chin and like invest in yourself. You know, because
For
like,
sure. And
it's nothing wrong with investing in yourself either, because like you're really just putting money towards your craft in order to make yourself better. So.
yeah, and that's one thing. That's one thing I will say. I've never been the type of person to just take a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I always been like, man, I feel like I'll be good at it, but I ain't gonna spend the necessary money to, you know, put it in myself to do it. So I feel like this kind of a big step, you know, for me. You know, starting off buying the turntable, I need the speakers, you know, so buying all that stuff. So I feel like it was really good investment. Sure.
No doubt. So as a DJ, what's the process like for being hired for a party or like the club like the Ritz, you know?
I feel like you really, well, for one, you kind of got to stand out in the way. The reason I say that is because, like people have different opinions on DJs, you know, so everybody likes certain DJs. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if you go to an event and you do good, people will reach out to you. Yeah. Or you can, you know, come out with business. I know some people have business cards, or social media is really a big thing. Promote yourself on social media. Showing like your craft, you know, DJing parties, like live videos, that will help a lot, you know, in the process. So that's my approach personally. I use social media, post old videos, you know.
And you said the Pretty Nasty was the first event you ever DJ'd, right?
Yeah, and it's crazy because that's like the first major party I did. Yeah. And right before I did the party, you know, people was like, man, don't fuck up, you know. Some people would tell me, don't fuck up the party, and then you see what happened after that. You know, I got my respect now.
Oh, bro, you know, because especially here at Western, like you said, like ever since our freshman year, we been had Camo, and like, he was the official DJ for like until he graduated. Yeah. And it was like that was a dark time for Western, because it was just like we ain't got no DJ, or it was just like, you know, we was just getting by, you know. So it's just like it's cool that, you know, you could share your talent with the whole campus, you know.
And it's crazy because it's like, it's many people that literally came up to me and was like, I only go to a party if you DJing. So just to see, you know, stuff like that, you know, people supporting, you know, people like I got shirts coming out, people want to buy shirts and stuff. It's kind of crazy, and it's really been a short amount of time. Like I said, I started in January. You know, I'm still learning, getting better. So it's kind of crazy. It's all happening quick. And, you know, people looking forward for me to, you know, DJ other parties. People hitting me up to do graduation parties, you know, people got ideas for clubs, events, so it's kind of crazy to see it's all happening quick.
Oh, that's definitely dope, bro. Shoot. Now, you know, when most people probably think of DJs, you know, they just obviously think of in the back, you know, mixing and mastering the music, controlling the party, you know, but at the same time, people don't really know the bad side that come with DJing, you know, so.
I feel like the only bad side about the main thing I feel like coming back with DJing is facing criticism, you know. Yeah. And it's kind of hard too, because I think one thing you gotta learn as a DJ, and I feel like I'm starting to learn or learned already. It's a way you can play to everybody. You know, everybody don't like the same music. Some people like R&B, some people like hip hop more. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of you really can't cater to everybody at that moment. You know, sometimes at that moment somebody probably want to hear something different. Yeah. But I feel like for me, as long as you kind of versatile, like you kind of play a little bit of everything, not just rap music, but you play R&B. You know, you can play some other stuff. You know, like juke music, stuff like that. So I feel like if you kind of be a little versatile with it, you kind of win people over for the most part. But yeah, if you a DJ and you can't face criticism, then it's gonna be hard, because it's gonna be like, dang, I don't even feel like DJing. You know, people don't. But you kind of got to get over that feeling. So
I feel like, you know, there's gonna be those people that's just like, oh, who is this? You know, the negative side. But at the same time, you know, on the other side of the party, there could be like those group of people that's like, hey, yo, this T, you know, it's live type shit. So it's like,
yeah, it's people gonna be drunk, like lit. So they they probably gonna say stuff they're not even gonna remember the next day. So that's another thing you gotta remember. Like, people be in the club drunk, even seeing.
Yeah. How is it when people come up to you and they're just like, oh, can you play this song?
I don't mind taking requests. It's just more usually, like for me, like most of the requests people say, for the most part, I usually got the song. I'll probably just wait to play it. Yeah. But I know I kind of got irritated earlier on. I think when like people kept coming up, you know, playing songs. But usually like, I got irritated before because I think somebody wanted me to, I forgot the name of the song, but someone just kept coming up to me like at least 10 times the whole night. Told me to play this one song. But in the back of my mind, I know if I play that song, nobody really gonna like it. Only they like it. Like, it's something they listen to.
Yeah,
so you kind of just, like so you just gotta block that out. I mean, it's gonna people, like, there's people that came up to me like lit, drunk, you know, just on some craziness. So I think as a DJ, you just gotta block that out. You know, just keep vibing, keep going with your approach to the party. Just keep catering to people.
So when you set up your playlist for like these parties, like just run through with the people like the flow of the party. You know, like how you start, middle, like when the party busts into like when it's winding down, or like the end of the night. So
how I approach is, you know, when the party starts, you don't want to play no TV music. Like when people start to come in, you want to play something decent. Like for example, if you see a song called like Too Easy, like that's like a perfect song to play by Gunna. Like a song like that, I'll play, you know, towards the beginning. I feel like that's a decent song you can cater to. And then when it kind of get to like the middle of the party, you know, people's getting drinks and stuff, you can play juke, and you can play kind of like some juke music. That's when you start, you know, people starting to get drinks, so people gonna want to, you know, kind of get lit now, you know, turn up. And then towards like the end, you know, that's why I usually people know I usually turn on some of the R&B. Or you can play, you know, like a decent Pain song, not too much like What Happened to Virgil. Like you can play something like that. You know, everybody can vibe to a song everybody like.
Yeah.
So like you can. That's my approach. I feel like you play some decent stuff, get to the juke, you know, the turn up music, and then towards time the end of the party, so you can kind of throw like some slow R&B, you know, stuff like that, because people gonna be tired out when towards the end of the party, people gonna start getting tired out. When we play some R&B music, like some soothing, like people gonna mess with it. So that's my approach personally.
Yeah. So before you got on the ones and twos, when you would just be going to a party and you hear the music, would you ever hear how like the DJ's either doing a good job or a bad job, like, and that you could possibly be doing better than them, or just keep it humble?
Me personally, I feel like, well, I'm like a DJ now, so if I go to a party and it's another DJ, I'll be like, damn, why you play that song after that? Like, you had the crowd, you know, going, you know, you kind of, like, I know sometimes I'll be at the Ritz, and, you know, people be like, man, why you not DJing? You see what you play? Like, personally, my opinion is, like, it'd be like, I see DJs, like, play, like, a good song, you know, everybody vibing to.
Yeah.
And then they'll play, like, something kind of, like, you know, kind of destroy the vibe a little bit, and then people kind of looking at them like, damn, what the hell you just doing good. So
yeah.
I'll be thinking like music choice of the DJ. That's what I'll be usually thinking. Like they could have played something a little bit better, because they had them. Yeah. They like, you just had the crowd now, and they like went like they died down now because you played that. So that's how I look at it.
Would you like to tell like any personal stories of you, like when you DJ?
Man,
I mean, shoot, you got the first party you did compared to like where you at now.
So alright, so pretty like.
Well, like one of the first parties. You know,
so I'll go back to Pretty Nasty. Even though I did good, I feel like I know more now compared to the end. Like when I did Pretty Nasty, I didn't have headphones. Like, and I see the importance of having headphones while DJing, because I think a lot of people probably know this, but sometimes when you play a song, like the next song, the sound don't sound right, it kind of sound a little higher or something.
Yeah.
So when you have headphones and you can like cue the song before, like you can literally like say I have headphones on, right, and I'm listening, I can listen to the next song before I play it, so I can see how it sounds. Mm-hmm. And I think that's one thing I didn't have compared to the end. You know, I feel like that sounds better. You know, I can see how a song sounds, you know, before I play it. Because sometimes it might sound too high pitched or low. Like it might sound distorted a little bit. I think people, you know, notice sometimes.
Yeah.
So I feel like that. I feel like I'm more familiar with songs, because one thing about mixing songs is like knowing when to cut them off. You know, some songs you can't play the whole song.
Yeah.
Like if you play like Who Won't Smoke With Me, you know, you can play the whole thing. You know, and then it's just about, you know, finding the next song to play.
That's a problem I see on social media. Like a lot of DJs, they don't really know how to transition too well, you know. So usually how I look at it is like,
I can play like 2 Juke songs back to back, and then if you play, say I play like Who Want Smoke after the Juke song, right? After you play Who Want Smoke, people gonna be teased with that song. I feel like you gotta throw one more tease song. Yeah, it gotta be the right song, and then that's gonna get people, going. And then all it is about control. That's all it is, controlling the crowd. Keeping them in the party. Like you don't want them to get bored or nothing, just standing there. You want people to get as lit as possible.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
For sure.
Sure. Outside your DJ hustle, you also out here with your own YouTube channel as well, podcast.
Oh yeah, go check out Give and Go. It's a NBA show. Me and my older brother do. We do. I kind of been slacking lately. I think the last episode was probably like a couple weeks ago. But it will be another episode. After the finals end.
Yeah.
People been asking about it. So.
How'd you start about it? You and your brother.
For one, we basketball fanatics. He played basketball. I did it. I played football and baseball. That was me. But I always liked watching basketball over any sport. For some reason. And we always talk. I got my degree in sports broadcasting, so I was always kind of good. On the computer. And I feel like it was good practice for me. Talking on camera.
Yeah.
And then just seeing people. Agree or disagree, go in the comments, saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, me and my brother, we just came over there. We came up with the name Give and Go. And
that's actually a really good title too, like basketball related. So
yeah. So, everybody get their takes. There's people that said some nonsense on there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What's like one of the weirdest, most out of the takes someone gave on the show?
On the show, I forgot the tape, but I think he said something about. I think someone said Steph like the best player in the world. Even though it's nothing against Steph. Steph is like one of the all-time greats.
That game yesterday.
But I think after the show, my brother was like, he's not allowed on the show no more. So it'd be some funny people, we had on there so far.
Yo, that's one.
Especially Deb, Deb. Shout out to Deb, bro. Deb did say some funny stuff on there too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Y'all like the hood version of First Take / JJ Redick podcast / Draymond podcast.
Draymond, something he got a different kind of podcast. He get done with the game, hop on the podcast like this.
That's definitely crazy. Wild. But no, you heard him. Definitely tune into YouTube.
Give and Go.
Oh shoot. Okay. What can people expect both out of DJing and with your podcast?
Growth. Like I said, I've been that Pretty Nasty party was after winter break, so I really started for real kind of like towards the end of January, February. So I'm still kind of new at DJing. So like I said, it's still room for growth. I can still practice my mix, and you can't ever not be too good. Like you can always practice like your craft, and that's one thing I get better at. There's always gonna be new music out. You gotta listen to. So it's really a lot of dedication, on my off time outside of work. So, yeah, for sure. And my podcast will grow. Probably new intros coming, new logo. I can be a little bit consistent with that. So it will be more consistency with the show, with episodes. A lot of people have been asking me, man, what happened to y'all? Like, it was one time, I think I was going for like months. Like, I just started back doing episodes recently. But that's because I be busy, but...
No, I'm definitely knowing, just having my own, it's just like, you got the personal world, then you got this, and it's just...
Especially when you're the one, like, who got to do all the, like, all the editing, and not really much editing, but you got to control it.
Come up with ideas.
Yeah, come up with ideas, questions, like, it's a lot.
Especially something like the NBA, it's like, anything can happen at any moment.
You just got to talk about it, so yeah.
Yeah. Shoot, I almost forgot to ask, who you going for in the finals?
I got Golden State. I had them at the beginning of the season because I've been telling people, bro, like, there's no team out there. As long as they got Stephen Clay, can no team outshoot them. And then I said, like, people was like, Phoenix going to the final. And I told people, I said, Phoenix's biggest weakness is if Devin Booker don't show up, they don't, like, for one, Golden State probably the deepest team in the league right now. Like, on paper, they probably got, like, the deepest team. They got young talent like Kuminga, who really hasn't played. They got James Wiseman who ain't played. So like it's scary to see like them young players getting better with Poole and them. So like I said, I've been at Golden State. You see what Steph doing.
Besides last night, Game 5.
Yeah, I seen people say Steph used to. I remember people saying Steph was a system player. He shut all that down.
Yo, that's low key funny.
But yeah, Golden State, they up 3-2. I think they might pull away with the win in Boston. I think it's gonna be a close fight.
Yeah.
But I think Golden State might find some way to. I think Steph ain't gonna shoot like that again last night.
Yeah, nah.
So.
I'm not really a Golden State or Boston fan, but going into like the finals, I definitely said Golden State in 6. But Boston definitely proved. I'm not gonna say they proved me wrong, but like they definitely like
shocked me.
Yeah, because like that first game, I was like, if you saw game 1 of the finals, you would be like, how did Boston win? But it's just like they young, they defense is there, like they got some defense, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Shoot, have you been keeping in touch with the Brittany Griner situation?
Oh yeah, I actually
free Brittany Griner, by the way.
Yeah, free her. It's crazy to see. I think it was over a vape. I think that's
vape or like weed.
Yeah, but it's crazy to see something like that, and especially what's going on in Ukraine right now. And I think I just seen something today. They said they
sentence got extended
to like past July 2nd. So it's crazy to see something like that.
It's definitely crazy because I always kept like. Ever since it happened and to this day, I keep saying, like, let that be LeBron, let that be Steph, let that be Tom Brady.
They would have been out by now.
They would have been out by now. So it's just like, the WNBA, period, like, they get treated better in foreign countries than they do their own countries, I'm almost for certain you probably know, like, they don't even have their own private flights. They got to fly charter.
Yeah, It's crazy right now. It's like a war going on out there. So it's like a bad situation.
Yeah.
It's like, and then it's kind of crazy because there's so much going on right now. Like gas prices, people,
food,
like violent. Like it's so much going on right now. Like it's kind of crazy. And you don't really see too many. Like there's people that have been talking about it, but it's like it's just so much going on right now. It's kind of like I don't know.
Yeah.
But they gotta handle that situation.
I definitely feel like I'm for sure, like, she definitely served her purpose, she served her time, this is just too much. She got locked up February, probably, and it's
it's been like February.
Like,
it's been like
just for a little vape, it's just like, all right, she paid her dues, come on.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's a crazy situation to witness.
Yeah. This is actually history that we're witnessing, too, if we're being honest. Because, like, compared to, like, the days that she's been locked up till now, shoot, who knows? When they probably make a 30 for 30 on her.
But we know, like, in different countries, like, you do something, like weed or something, like the consequences can be kind of crazier. Like, kind of like when LiAngelo kind of, went to China, he kind of like, he stole something.
Yeah, some Gucci sunglasses.
Yeah, and you
like
see
that.
they tried to put him in prison for years.
Yeah.
So it's like, but what was happening in Ukraine right now, and then the Brittany Griner situation, it's just all bad, really, to witness all this. So.
Shoot, but hey, free Brittany Griner, man.
Yeah, free Brittany Griner.
Okay, steering off on topic, let's go with a little hypothetical thing that we going here for on Out of Sight and Mind. So you on a deserted island, right? You could bring 3 things and 3 things only, or with those said 3 items, you could trade one in for a human being.
Trade one in for a human being.
Yeah.
That's a tricky question. It's really not, but it's like so many people I care about. So it's like just one person. Like,
yeah.
So if I'm on a deserted island, obviously you would need water, food, food. I'll probably say.
Third one be tricky.
Yeah, the third one kind of tricky. I'll probably have to say like a compass or something.
Okay.
But I'll trade the compass in for like my OG, my mom. She did a lot for me, growing up. Kind of divorced, my parents. So she was always, working and stuff like that. So.
Okay, no, I definitely respect that. Shoot. Definitely some good answers. Shoot. I almost forgot to ask. So, when you DJing, is there like a specific song that's like your favorite to play? Like like this finna.
Man, it's so many like songs like I don't know. That's tricky. I wouldn't say this song is my favorite, but I know if I play a song like What Up, I know everybody gonna go crazy. Or I wouldn't say I have like a favorite song I like personally because I listen to a lot of music, but it's a few songs I know if I play Sleazy World.
Sleazy World definitely go crazy.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff. So yeah, I don't really got a specific favorite, but I know some songs. There's a couple songs I know if I play, it's gonna get the crowd kind of lit. So sure.
No, I definitely feel that. Shoot. Before we end this though, is there anything you want to leave the fans here with? Any last words?
I appreciate everybody. You know, like I said, I just started DJing. I appreciate everybody. You know, people. You know, been saying you like. I only come to a party if you DJ. It's like I'm starting to grow now. People, you know, been hitting me. Like I said, people are like been reaching out. You know, asking me to do events. So to see all this, you know, happening really quick, you know, I appreciate everybody. And hey, this from my last year at Western. I'm gonna get my master's next May. So it's gonna be lit all year long. I am doing a party move-in weekend. It's gonna be the first party back. August 21st. It's a Saturday, I believe. But just be ready, cause hey,
y'all hear it?
I'm going out. I'm going out with greatness. My last year. So
WIU, shoot, first weekend back.
Other schools, maybe.
Bro, shoot, all the other schools that talking about Western Drive.
Yeah, ISU was talking a lot of stuff.
ISU ain't on. Bro,
I know.
They know shit. They parties to get shut down.
Shout out to Cabo too, because I said if me and him go to ISU, we running the whole school. So
ISU ain't on nothing. Northern, Southern.
Y'all not on nothing.
Well,
y'all DJs not on nothing.
Northern BT, I can't lie. Northern BT, but yeah.
I ain't been to Northern yet, so I can't really say too much.
U of I definitely don't be on shit.
But y'all, I've been to U of I. Man, it's crazy because I went for the first time this past semester, and then right when we was gonna go to the party, somebody got shot. So it was
word.
First time going to U of I, I'm like, I'll be hearing all this stuff about U of I. Like, U of I be first time I go, it was something already. I think it was unofficial. I think.
That explains it.
Man, it was. I was blue. I drove all the way out there just for everything to get shut down.
Put the guns down, man.
Yeah, please, man.
Shoot. But no, thanks again for coming in, bro. Definitely appreciate it. You know, catch DJ Great this upcoming next school year. From 1s to 2s, every party, you know, he gonna be there. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back with more content.
Oh yeah, follow me on Facebook at Dante Wood. You know, he got my Facebook. Like,
I'll drop it down in the description.
Yeah,
sure.
All my social medias. D Will Amazing on Snapchat. You know, add me. Sure.
Bro. Out of sight and mind. We out.